everybody, it's Rachel Stewart with Spend Smart, Live Happy. Thanks so much for checking back in. Today's episode is on minimalism, diet, and exercise. So I want to share with you how minimalism has changed the way that I eat and the way that I exercise. First, we'll start with exercise. If you're watching this video on minimalism, then you may be watching other videos on minimalism, which means you may be familiar with a couple guys who call themselves the Minimalists. And they run a website and they do podcasts, which are excellent. Google search them and you will get a ton of great information. They have inspired me so much with the information that they put out. And so anyways, they have talked about exercise and minimalism, and they share that you need to find things that you love. And one of the guys said that he does an 18-minute a day routine. And I thought about that, and usually for me, when I exercise, I'm doing everything like so intense and so hardcore. I mean, I might be going 10 miles on my bike, or I may be running 8 miles, or going to the gym for an hour and a half and working out really intensely for long periods of time. And the problem is that it's not that sustainable, at least not for me. So I might do that, here or there, but not necessarily on a regular, consistent basis. It goes two ways. If you're doing it on a consistent, regular basis, then you might end up with sports injuries, which has happened to me in the past. I landed myself in physical therapy for about 6 months with a knee injury. Or if you're not doing it consistently enough, and then you go and you do that, intense of an exercise or for, long duration, then you can also cause injury because your body is not acclimated to that type of exercise. So anyways, when listening to their podcast talking about an 18-minute routine, I thought, that's a good idea. Like, I could probably do 20 minutes every day, and that would help me have this base level of fitness. And then on the weekend or something, if I want to go out on a long bike ride or a long run, then it's just above and beyond that, base level of fitness, which is what he talks about. So I've started this new routine because also I'm trying to minimize my level of stress. This minimalism has expanded to all areas of my life, and I'm trying to reduce my stress. I'm trying to get more focused and just have more time and energy for the things that I care about, such as my family or my hobbies. So I have started this new routine where I wake up every morning and I do 15 to 20 minutes of exercise, 15 to 20 minutes of yoga, and 10 minutes of meditation. And let me tell you, if you follow that routine, I feel like $1 million after I do that. I'm so pumped up and ready for the day because I've gotten my heart rate up. I've gotten my blood pumping. Then with the yoga, I've built up some strength and stretched all the muscles. And then I do the 10 minutes of yoga to kind of center myself and reconnect with myself and really get my mind in a good place for the day. So I really tried to just minimize the exercise in the sense that I'm not pressuring myself to maintain this unrealistic schedule of long bike rides, long runs. I mean, originally I thought I was going to try to do like 1,000 miles before my wedding, and big surprise, that didn't happen because it was putting too much pressure on myself and setting unrealistic and non-sustainable goals. So by minimizing the time that I spend on the exercise, I'm able to then do it on a more regular basis, which I think in the long run is going to help me reach my weight loss goals faster than if I was periodically doing the more intense exercise. So that's how minimalism has affected my exercise. And next, I want to talk to you about diet. So, I do have a couple weight loss videos that I posted. I was going to try to do this series and life kind of got busy and it didn't happen. But I started trying to do this intermittent fasting, and I wanted to adopt more of a pescatarian diet, but I was really only, like the exercise, I wasn't being consistent. It was, I might do it for a week and then stop, or I might do it for a few days and then, go back to pizza and Popeyes for a few days. So there was really no consistency, which really doesn't help with weight loss progress. And anyways, and then also I do have in the past had struggles with like binge eating, where I would be depriving myself and counting calories and obsessing over all of that, and then I would my body and my mind would kind of freak out, and I would go and binge eat and eat like large amounts of calories in a short amount of time. Binge eating is just so detrimental to your health. It would really make me not feel good. It would make me feel bad about myself. And I just really thought that needs to change. So during this minimalism journey, I decided that by strictly adhering to the pescatarian diet, which is minimizing in a sense, like I'm reducing the amount of types of foods that I eat, because I'm now eating primarily nuts, seeds, whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and all kinds of seafood. And by doing that, even though it's restricting my diet in a sense that I'm not eating other types of meats or processed foods, or really I've cut out a lot of sugars and refined products. So by supposedly restricting my food, I've actually given myself so much more freedom, because when I make dinner, I'll make, maybe 3 different types of vegetable sides with a little bit of seafood. And let me tell you, I eat a ton of food. I just almost gorge myself on these vegetables. I eat so many vegetables, and I make them. I'm not just talking about boring steamed vegetables. I do all kinds of interesting things with them. And if you're interested in maybe some recipes of some things that I do, please let me know. Leave them in the comments below, and I'll maybe share with you some meals that I prepare. But I just love it because I can literally eat as much as I want, whenever I want. And not only am I not gaining weight, but I'm losing weight. I've lost 7 pounds in the last 2 weeks just by strictly adhering to this pescatarian diet and maintaining this morning routine that I told you about. And so by doing these things, I have found so much more freedom. And that's truly what minimalism is about, is by eliminating things or getting rid of things so that you open the doors for more opportunity and more freedom and more peace of mind. And that's what I'm trying to do, is just to figure out what things I can eliminate from my life to be able to create a happier life, so that I have more room and time and energy for these things that I do love. And also, recommendation with the exercise, which the minimalist mentioned, and I'm going to mention here because I think it's so important, is finding exercise that you love. If you hate riding bikes, don't ride bikes. Don't force yourself to do a type of exercise that you don't like. Or I'm eating this pescatarian diet, but if you hate seafood, you probably shouldn't do a pescatarian diet. Even though I'm having great weight loss success and a lot of mental health benefits from it. So I think the important thing is to find things that you love, things that you enjoy, because that is what will make it sustainable. And that's what minimalism is also about. Even in your house, you're getting rid of things that you don't need, that you don't use, so that you can make room for the things that you do love and the things that you do use. So that's pretty much my video for today. Before I let you go is that I'm going to be making a video, so stay tuned for it, on how you can save money on buying seafood, because it can be very, very expensive if you don't go to the right places, as well as the fish that you buy might not be environmentally sustainable, and it might be high in mercury or other pollutants. So stay tuned for that video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, go ahead and click on that red subscribe button and stay tuned for those videos. Thank you so much for watching. That pretty much sums up my video for today on diet and exercise and how minimalism has impacted that in my life. And thank you so much. I really appreciate all your support. Please leave your comments below because I would love to hear from you. And I'll see you guys next time.